management of Uganda Muslim Council. We have our head leader, is none other than the President of the Muslim Uganda, who is right beside you. In that man, he is deputized by the Deputy Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Abdullah Semambo, and the second Deputy Mufti, Sheikh Ali Waliswa. Then we have our chairman, Uganda Muslim Council, none other than Professor Dr. Muhammad Samia Lurega. He is a doctor professor because he has a PhD in medicine. So the doctor, then doctor because of PhD and the doctor. And is deputized by Mr. Nzami Abon as the deputy of the vice chairman of Uganda Muslim. Personally, and the Secretary General of Uganda Muslim Council, Dr. Ramadan Mutawi, Federal Secretary. And we have members of management. On this side, we have social services, Mr. Ali Aluma. Council from West Nile. Then we have here Secretary for Women and Youth. Look at the women, youth, and children at the same time now. Think that's what we are going to do. Then we have the chairperson of the Council of Women, Uganda Muslim Council, Akyaddeko. They came on board after the new constitution. Then we have the principal of Islamic University College, Dr. Sali Ibrahim. We have the PRO, Uganda Muslim Council, Mr. Ashraf Mbola. Then we have also Secretary for Hijab, Secretary Shiruni, Secretary for Education, Shiruma Bakit Tuchu. Then we have Chairman Electoral Commission. We have Secretary for Finance and Planning. Then also we have Acting Director for Life. Then we have also Secretary for Religious Affairs, and Secretary for Account. We have also security teams around, headed by Mr. Sapoli. Police officer. We have our media. We have our own team, radio, and other media present. We have TV, DTV, and thank you so much.
Yes, we have Salam TV.
Your Excellency, you are welcome to Uganda Muslim Council. We are grateful to have you with us here today. You have been passing maybe outside the road, but now this is the headquarters of Uganda Muslim Council and also the main mosque, which was named after Gaddafi because of that donation. Muslim Council was formed in 1972 during Idi Amin's time to bring together Muslims under one umbrella. It was so difficult to convince them to be one body because it was always pushed by an iron hand. But of recent, during His Excellency Kaguta Museveni, the support and the encouragement to unite Muslims, we became one. And as we talk now, Muslims have united under one umbrella, Uganda Muslim Council. We can talk of, Kibuli. Kibuli is a real family, like the Kabaka, the kingdom. It's separate. We cannot force them to become one family under the central government. So they are there. It's like Honorable Prime Minister of the Chabazingo, so the deputy is here, but he's under the Ugandan government. So we are enjoying this, and we recently got support from His Excellency the President, that when we were joined by other groups which were not with us, he supported the review of the Constitution of Uganda Muslim Council, and also supported carrying out the general elections of Uganda Muslim Council. From the grassroots, we have close to 15,000 mosques countrywide, so we carried out elections from the grassroots, mosque committees, through to county committees across 600 counties, through to districts, Muslim districts. We have 78 Muslim districts, then to the national. So we have a General Assembly, which is our parliament, representing all Muslims of the country. There are close to 254, if I'm not members of the General Assembly. That is our parliament. And that is the body that appoints the Mufti, confirms the Mufti, according to our constitution. We have other committees like Executive Committee, chaired by the chairman, being represented by 2 members from each Muslim region. Those are 20 members. And then we have a College of Sheikhs, 20 members of well-learned sheikhs. Those, when they come together, they form a joint committee or a joint session that nominates the mufti, nominates the chairman. The chairman is elected by the General Assembly, which nominates the deputy muftis and others. Otherwise, the chairman is elected directly by the General Assembly. That's why recently you saw people fighting for that position, and took us even to court. So when I was in Nakaloke there, I was saying there are people who are fighting, but this is the man who emerged the winner of those elections. And we thank you for honoring the Thanksgiving ceremony when you represented His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. It was a well organized function that Muslims managed to travel from all the country, up country to come to that place. In that deep. Some got lost, some did not even reach. They got disorganized. Thank you very much. So as we talk now, Your Excellency, we requested His Excellency to help us in the renovation of this mosque, which was in Soro State after close to 15 years. And you know, these people planned the structure to look like the belong to the Arabs, because rains are rare there. But here they put all the walls in the open, so they had dilapidated. So we thank His Excellency that we saw recently in the budget. They have considered also to support the renovation. We had, in our own ways, tried to do it, but the budget was too big. And the first phase, I think, is what we saw in the media. We are going to add on to complete the renovation exercise. So that one in brief. We thank His Excellency the President. I repeat that he has done a lot for this country, and we are fully behind his programs under his guidance. We thank you very much. So with those few words, I think, let me invite the chairperson, the chairman, Professor Dr. Muhammad Lwega, to say a few words, and we shall allow you to say something. Thank you.
Your Excellency, you're welcome once again in about 2 weeks. I wish on behalf of management, on behalf of the council, and the 40 million Muslims in this country, to appreciate you for the love and time that you spare for us. We don't take it for granted. Your Excellency, I want to be very brief. I have 2 documents with me. The first one is just a reminder of the things that after I talked about, that I will summarize in about 5 minutes. It's about, first of all, appreciating what His Eminence has done. We do appreciate a lot of Muslims, what this government has done for the larger population, but also for us as Muslims, especially in terms of unity, patriotism, and democracy that we are seeing today. And 2, but as we appreciate, we ask for more. For us in Lesotho, we say, Asima Amaza. If somebody appreciates, you always have the will to give, and that's what was the reason. Your Excellency, when you were in the minister in that city there, we did ask for support from the government to have orientation of our members We have new members in the management, we have new members in the General Assembly, about 62, 64, and several other committees that have come in after the elections. And given our background, we think we need to orient them on several government programs in the first place, for them to appreciate them, and then they can move them down. But also orientation on skills and knowledge mix and what they are supposed to do, and improve the livelihood of our people. So that orientation is supposed to make the leadership better, and therefore they lead better as well. We had a budget and we have a concept paper for it, which I did not hand over to you that day. I hope with your will I'll hand it over today. But we think it should be the starting point for all our Muslim leaders. So the minute we can now go down our report. The second one is seeking government support once again in the fight against poverty and socio-economic transformation. How do we cater for the Muslims? Because like I told you, Excellency, Muslims do not take interest-rated loans, but they're supposed to be beneficiaries of these government aggregation programs, like the PDM and whatever. Can we, together with the government, sit with our Sharia and then the technical ones on your side and see how your Muslims in different parts of the country can also benefit from the parish government model? Of course, there are others, like the youth empowerment and women empowerment, our women council and the youth council as part of that. Three, we want to re-emphasize that we seek help from government, the emancipation of Muslims, especially in the social services sector. For education, Your Excellency, in the education system and infrastructure is very poor. Our primary schools are in bad state, and secondary and tertiary, and there are very few. And we ask government that we be given priority for that contribution when the chance allows, that we can uplift them, that we can rehabilitate them, the few that we have. But secondly, also with health. I work with the government as a medical doctor for 32 years, and we're giving out money to private not-for-profit organizations as partners to government at the district level and now at the sub-county level. Unfortunately, in every district we almost have maybe only one health center or two health centers that are Muslim-based or Muslim-leaning. Historically, we've been disadvantaged, and this emancipation, that's why we take a pride in the NRM government. You have said that over this period of time, you have supported us, you have pushed us, and we are proud. We ask that you push us further and further. The same applies with vocational training institutions and skilling. We hope and pray that we should be able to get that help by the government as well to improve our people. Two other ones. One is about how to use our infrastructure, the land that we have. Your Excellency, like I told you, Minister, the over 15,000 Muslim mosques in this country have land that we are misusing or not using. Recently, I had a friend here from Qatar who came. We met on a plane after, then I seduced him to come over. They said, you know, for us, we want goat's meat, we want sheep, mutton. Is it called mutton, sheep meat? But they don't have where to raise these animals from. And so we discussed and said that everyone is willing to give us support if we can give them the infrastructure. He brings the goats, I put the land. We raise the goats, and after 6 months, we divide 50-50%. So one of those things that we are looking at as an ummah to empower our people. We are also looking at other cash crops that we can put on this land, like cocoa, like macadamia. I had a chat I told you with the Chief Justice one time, and he was interested about macadamia. I know, Your Excellency, you know more about it and how it can help us. But we want to use this land optimally so that we increase the household income. The song that Mzee keeps telling us and keeps reminding us that we cannot work for Chida Chonka, we need to work for our people. But most importantly, we also have land in the cities. Your Excellency, we have land in every city of this country, and municipals and town councils that has been lying idle in the concept of saying we are keeping it. We are now saying land left unutilized is land lost. Can we partner with government? Can government help us identify people who can work with us to develop these lands into something that can give us a daily come as Supreme Council? We are able and willing to do that. And when we are given the chance and audience that is searching for us, we can nominate them and then we see what we can do. Finally, Your Excellency, we do appreciate government support towards the Muslims, towards the Ummah, but we shall continue asking for more. We shall continue asking for letters of support. There are areas that we know we can get funding from, but they will need the government clearance for us to do that. We ask that when we approach you for that, please open up your hands like you have always done and push us to do that. With those few words, Your Excellency, I will, through your protocol office, hand over the concept note for the orientation. We pray that this is given a little bit of urgency. And once thank you once again for loving us, for supporting us, for being with us. I was discussing with them, yes, we want to have a pastoral visit to your office so that we can have an, since you're not a building, we do the we ask Allah that he gives you more years than most people.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. Let me give a chance to the National Chairperson for the Women Council, maybe some briefs. To be gender sensitive.
Vice President of Uganda, the Minister of Uganda, the Deputy and the Second Deputy, the Chairperson of Uganda Muslim School Council, members of General Assembly present, protocol observed. I would like to also add my voice to the management and the Supreme Council to welcome you to the headquarters of Supreme Council. You're welcome, Madam. We thank you for supporting Muslim activities that you have supported as government and your office. We thank you also for loving Muslim and being part of them. However, as a Women Council, which is its first ever in Uganda Muslim Supreme Council since 1972, we also, like our chairman has said, we have some filling gap as Muslim women, like an office that we would like also youth support us to have an office so that we can operate or we can do our women activities. We also have these 10 women regional representatives that come from the 10 regions that sit in the General Assembly that also would like to have, maybe those regions have different offices. They can also help and support women. We would like also to add our voice to the chairperson. We need capacity building for women, since it's a new office that lacks capacity building that will help women in skilling and development. Also, we would like you, through your office, to have means of transport. Since it's the office that takes women, we also have some means of transport so that we can be able to attend and move different regions so that we can reach women in different areas. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The major thing, the two, with the office space we can provide as Supreme Council. but maybe capacity building, that is a very important area for the women countrywide, and maybe transport means for the chairperson. But then there was a pledge by His Excellency President provide. I think you got the vehicle. You got?
Yes, I got a vehicle, but
It was a used. Yes, the president promised.
Now it is hand.
The Secretary for Women, His Excellency promised her. But the vehicle which was brought, I think maybe he went to Kibanda somewhere here, and that she had even rejected it, but I said, no, don't reject it. The head officer doesn't know. So, Your Excellency, these are some copies of the Constitution newly, which brought the women and the youth on board. These are copies of the Constitution. We go through it, and
the same copy you gave me in Luca.
Luca, we're adding new more.
I sent the other one to the president.
Then that's one. Yes. So, with those few, maybe if you have any word to the staff, you're welcome to say a word to them.
Thank you. Thank you very much. His Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Ramazan Baje, and the Deputy Mufti, the Chairperson of the Muslim Supreme Council, and all your executives, the leaders and the managers in your different capacities, and the PPS in the Office of the Vice President, and other officials from the Office of the Vice President. Let me thank you this morning for welcoming us to this magnificent office and mosque. And I want to say Salam Alaikum. Takbir.